my YouTube channel. My name is Tiana. If you're new here, you're welcome to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. It's been a long time. I've been dealing with stuff and dealing with school and all of that, but I'm glad we're here today. Today's video is going to be like a chit chat kind of video. It's going to be a story time. I'll be just telling you guys how I almost got duped. So if you like videos like this, please keep on watching, give this video a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell so you're notified whenever I post new videos. So I got this job at Gwarimpa. For those of you that know Gwarimpa very well, it's at 3rd Avenue. It's a fashion house. So for the first few weeks, I was excited. I was still getting to learn things, be familiar with people. And lucky for me, I had an older colleague who had been there for a couple of months. So she made things a little bit easier for me to learn at the beginning of the month. With the kind of job, the thing is we have targets set for us to achieve by the end of every month. So it kind of determines how you get paid. So we're always excited when we had people come to the stores, and because of the kind of business area that it was in and the kind of business that we were doing, it required a lot of wealthy people. So on this particular day, it was during the time that our Muslim brothers and sisters celebrate their Eid. So we were expecting a lot of Muslims to come patronize us. So that day I went to work, we had set up the place, and we were expecting customers in the morning, and we didn't have any customer coming. So when this particular man or Alaji came in, we were excited. I, for one, I was very excited. We welcomed him, we were attending to him, wanted to know what he wanted. And guys, this man smelt wealthy. He looked like someone that had a lot of money. He looked it, he smelt it. We were just certain I had a lot of money that I wanted to spend. So he started looking at what we had. He was looking at the materials that we had, the kind of laces that we had, the fabrics that we have at our store. So and we were attending to him. So he was gravitating towards the more expensive things, the more luxurious things. He was checking out fabrics that were close to 150, 200,000. So he was just asking, how much is this? How many yards is this? And stuff. So my colleague was answering his questions. So after about 10 minutes of inquiry, he started making his orders. So he chose about 2 of those fabrics that were around 150 to 100k. So I started packaging them in our bags. So I was packaging them. So when he points at the material, I'll pick and fold and put in the bag. So he chose about 2 of those, and then he moved to the Ankara, the other materials. So I think he chose about 10 or 12 of those. And then we were trying to engage him in conversation. Like, I said, you're buying this amount of fabrics. Are you having a celebration? He was just like laughing about it, and like he's actually traveling today. After he leaves our store, he's going to the airport, trying to catch his flight and go see his family outside the country. So I think he was intending to gift it to them. So we're excited. I, for one, I was very excited. I was happy that we've not had sales for a while. So with these sales, at least our boss would be happy with us. So I was packaging the stuffs, and then after he finished, so everything rounded up to about 450k. So we packaged it, put it in the bag, and it was time for him to make his payment. So he brought his phone and he brought out his glasses. He wore his glasses. He was trying to make his payment. So he asked for our account details. So we gave him our boss's account details. Mind you, by then I'd already packaged stuff. I had them in the bags. I think there were about 4 bags. I held onto the 4 bags. So he was inputting the account number in his phone to make the transfer. And then I took the bags rather, to put in the car he came in with. He actually came with a taxi. because he said he was going to the airport. So he came with the taxi. So I took the bags and I put them in the boot of the taxi. He thought that he had other stuffs in the car. I just figured, okay, he had done a lot of shopping since he's traveling. So I came out to the shop and he was still doing the transfer. And then he showed the phone to my colleague and like, okay, see, is this the name? I just picked. I didn't really. I was. I was not even paying attention to what he was doing. So he just put the phone like this and like, this is the name. And the name was actually there. So I think I saw the name and I was like, okay, that's the name. And he was like, just punched on the phone and it was like 8 cents that he had sent the money. And he was trying to leave. And we even walked him to the door. And then all of a sudden, my older colleague, it dawned on her. It just after the whole thing, she was something woke her up from the sleep, and like she came to her the realization of what was happening. She was like, "Please, sir, let me confirm from my boss if she has gotten the transfer," which is normal. That's what we're supposed to do. And she was like, "Please, sir, let me confirm from my boss if she has seen the cash before you can go, sir." We were already pleading. And the man was starting to act funny. He was pacing around. He was acting like he was impatient. He was starting to murmur, like he started to actually raise his voice a little. He was like, "I told you I'm traveling. I'm in a hurry. I'm about to miss my flight. I can't wait." He was just, but he was like, "I showed you the transfer. I showed you the debits. How come you're still?" And he was just like, "I don't have time for this. I can't wait." And I was trying to calm him down. I was like, "We're very sorry, sir. We just need to make the call to confirm if she has gotten the alert." So my colleague actually left the two of us and actually went to the desk and decided to make the call. She called like twice and our boss wasn't taking the call. Thankfully, on the third ring, she picked and she was like, she hasn't seen any alert come to her phone. And she was specific. She was like, "Do not let the customer go until I see this money." So at this point, the man was pacing around. He was angry. He was raising his voice. He was just saying a lot of things. It was like he was even going to come back and get more stuff. But as it is right now, he can't come back to this place. He was just saying a lot. And I was just trying to calm him down. I was apologizing, that sorry, it's our policy here. So we're very sorry. And then it got to a point, we called our boss again and she was like, she has not seen any money. And the man was just angry and he was like, he's going to leave. So okay, before then I had to go back to the car and get this stuff. So I took back the 4 bags and came back with them to the shop. So he was like, he's not going to wait anymore. He's going to go because he can't lose his flight because of that amount of money that he was going to go. And then when we see the money, we'll refund it back to him. That was how he stormed out of the place and he left. So after he left, I started thinking about it like, you left the money and we should refund back to you. How? You didn't give us your account number, you didn't give us your name, you didn't give us anything. He left and he went to the car and the moment he got into the car, he drove off like very fast. And then we sat down, myself and my colleague, we sat down. It was just like we were coming back to our senses. So it's just like they are taking a kind of veil off our faces. I was called again. I was like, she hasn't seen any money, and that person is a fraud. That we should not. She was like, we should not even allow him go. That she's going to call the police. And then we told her that he had already gone. Till the end of that day, I was in shock. Like my body was literally shaking. I was in shock. I called home after I settled down for a while. I called home. I called my mom. I was like, "Go out," and she was just, African mother. She was just thanking God and saying a lot of things and saying I should be careful. Guys, we were almost due of 500k. Just imagine how many months of working without getting paid. would have been doing because we don't have the money to pay. We don't have the money to pay, so we would have been working tirelessly and we would not get paid. And just imagine how long it would have taken. I was just so grateful to God. Guys, by the end of that month, I resigned. I didn't stay. After that month, I just resigned. I left the place. I'm grateful to God that I even left because who knows? Because my colleague was telling me later on that something like that had happened to her when she was there alone. A woman came in and she picked stuff and she made a transfer and she left with the clothes and there was no transfer. Lucky for her, it was around 50K or so, so she could pay that off. When my boss came back that day, came to the store that day, she was just telling us that we were very lucky that she would have taken us to SARS, she would have taken us to this and that and that and that. She was just saying a lot. So you should know that it's not the kind of person that would have forgiven that kind of amount. I'm just grateful to God that He saved me because left to me alone, I'd already believed the man, I'd already put stuff in the car. I had already believed him. So guys, I'd like to hear stories if you've encountered people like that, or it's 419, if you've ever been duped, how it happened, if you've had any experience like that, if you were saved or if you actually got scammed. Please leave your stories in the comment section. I'd really love to see them. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you watched until this time, thank you so much. Thank you. I love you all. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video. Thank you so much, love. See you in my next video. Bye.